Good afternoon, family. Excuse me, but I'm not really in the mood to do this right now, but it's been on my mind. And excuse me, I figured I better be obedient and go ahead and do it and get it out the way. Not like that, but it's just not a good time right now. But anyway, so Friday night I was at work and I got a call from a choir director, partner of mine. This guy, usually I go help him out sometimes with his men's choir, and he was calling me to let me know that one of the guys that I met through him, and he was a young guy. He had to be between in his late 30s, early 40s, somewhere around there. And he called me to let me know that he had passed that day. And he seemed pretty healthy to me. He wasn't like he was sick or anything. I mean, I've only seen him like a few times. I went and sang with him. And then Saturday, when I got to choir rehearsal, I found out that some of my choir brothers had lost. Well, one was his son and one was his brother. I mean, one was his dad and one was his brother. And so I found out that they had lost their brother and son. And then at the same time, they told me that a choir sister of mine, her mother had passed. And it was like, man, that's crazy, you know. But it's really not crazy. And which is the reason I'm doing this video, to say to the people that are here, and my condolences go out to both families, well, all three families. I mean, death is inevitable. It's going to happen. It happens every day. But sometimes you don't really pay attention to it, or it don't really hit home until it's close to you. Excuse me, but the whole point in this video is to say, you know, and it kind of piggybacks on, it kind of piggyback on another video I made about things not being as big as they seem. But on the flip side, the world is bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? But my whole point in this is to say, you know, for those of us who are still here, we don't know when our time is coming. We could I've known, or I've heard or seen some of the healthiest people. You know, quick story. My dad passed when I was 18 years old. I remember we were clowning a few days before or whatever, and then it was on, his birthday was on December the 20th, which is 5 days before Christmas, and on the 23rd or the 22nd, we got a call saying that he had died. He just dropped dead of an aneurysm. And from what I knew and saw of him, he was pretty healthy. And the crazy part was that he had just turned 37 on his birthday. Well, fast forward to a couple years ago, I think I was getting ready for a trip home. I was doing something, and I got a call that my baby brother, well, my younger brother, but he's my baby brother. They you know, people want to be politically correct. That's still my baby brother, no matter what, regardless. But I got the call that he had the same thing happen to him. Not the same thing, but he was sitting talking to some of his co-workers, and he just grabbed his chest, and that was a wrap. You know. And I'm saying all of that to say is that we don't know when our time is coming. You could be healthy as you want. You can not eat meat. You can not do whatever. You can not do whatever. You don't have to drink. You could be as in shape or as healthy or whatever, and your time is still going to come. So my point in all of this, saying all of that to say, live your life, man, today as if there's no tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised to nobody. You know. It's really not. And sometimes we worry too much about tomorrow or later today or or yesterday, which is one of my biggest issues. And I've said that over and over again. I have a hard time letting go of stuff. But we do that. Excuse me. We hold on to the past, which is gone already. And we stress about the future, which you don't even know that it's going to come here or it's going to happen. And so that makes us not live in the moment, not live today. We miss so many things and so many blessings and so many, we overlook, not miss them, but we overlook so many blessings and things like that because we're worried about, you know, what happened to me when I was a kid or what this one did to me when I was a teenager, or how they treated me in school, or who said they loved me and really didn't, or who cheated on me, or who, whatever. You know, it's all kind of shit that we worry about that don't mean nothing to nothing, you know. And then we worry about tomorrow. Another quick story. At my job last night, we had to, and we kind of got around it, but one person we had to do it. But it's like there's a lot of homeless people out here, and we don't know why those people are homeless. Just because they're homeless doesn't mean that they're bad people. You know, just because they're homeless doesn't mean that they're on that stuff. Just because they're homeless don't mean they just alcohol. Those people can have any kind of problem. But the whole point is, we basically had to put those people out from where they were. You know, and we were talking about it, and, you know, we all grown men, but we all had hearts for those people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what God wants us to do, is to have hearts for people. But saying all of that to say is, we don't know if we're going to be, you know, that could happen to any one of us. If I skip a couple paychecks, that could be me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it real, you know. And so my point is, we stress and we worry about the future, which is not promised to us. And we stress and worry and let the past dictate our lives today. And the past is gone. You know what I'm saying? Of course it hurts. Of course you remember. Of course it's hard to forget. You know what I'm saying? But some kind of way, and I believe only through God that we'll be able to, but we have to work and push and try to just live today. Live today, because you don't know what's going to happen in the next few minutes. You know what I'm saying? People riding up and down the freeway and the highways and different stuff like that. And you see it all the time. Accidents happen and then people gone just in a split second. And working where I work, I've heard so many stories and seen so many things myself that I know that it brings it closer to home to let me know that the next 10 minutes is not promised to you. So all I'm trying to say is live today. Live in today. Live in the moment. You know, live today like it's your last. You really don't know if it is or not. You know, now we all want to live, live and get old and watch our grandchildren grow and accumulate stuff and all kind of stuff like that. But we don't know that we'll do that. Again, like I said, my brother was in his 40s. And boom, a heart attack, a massive heart attack, and he was gone. My dad wasn't even in his 40s. And boom, an aneurysm, and he was gone. Just that quick, like that. It was, you know what I'm saying? And that's my point. And that's not only just me, but I'm sure you guys have stories, or not stories, but memories, or things you've heard, or people you know that just dropped dead. Nobody knows, you know. So again, man, it's hard to do. Trust me, I know it's hard to do because I'm the worst at it. But we have to live in the moment. We have to live today for today. And let God figure out tomorrow. Let tomorrow figure out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And just, I don't know how else to say it or what else to say, but just live in the moment, man.